And here we are, sitting thinking Mondays don't like us. Then we pull off a 2-0 sweep. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets, giving you guys free sports picks every single day. And we're on the Tuesday edition here of Winning Bets. Good morning. Thank you for starting off your morning with me. I'm feeling good. I'm always feeling good. It's just kind of the mindset and the person I am. But I'm feeling extra good today. Dropped my son off at school like I always do. Got there a little bit early, maybe 10 or 15 minutes early. And they left the gym open. And inside the gym, when we walked in, there was a rack of basketballs there. Guys, it was me versus the air, and I couldn't be stopped. I was draining jumpers, making layups all over the court. You couldn't stop me, baby. I was like Kobe in his prime, Jordan in his prime. I was unstoppable. Raining shots. My son was just like, Daddy, you good? Daddy, you good? Yeah, hell, I'm good versus the air. Don't put anybody on me. I'll probably suck. But me versus the air, yeah, I'm good in that scenario. So it was a good morning. Had a good time in the gym, running around, got a little sweat going. Nothing like unexpected exercise and fun there with the sun as you drop them off for school. So good time. Hope you guys are feeling good this morning. Hey, we're feeling good. We came off a nice 2-0 sweep last night. How about that? Yesterday's show, we talked about if we only had those two bets, we would be okay because we felt really good about them. Got those two bets in, only two bets, and got a nice good cash right there. We did under 226 points at Raptors versus Hornets points. Raptors versus Hornets. Game finished at 217, so a nice easy winner right there. Then we also did 208 points over 208.5 points in Heat versus Wizards. I think I saw that finish up around about 220, maybe 221, something like that. So two bets, two easy cashes, and plus 1.82 units. That is how you start off a week. For whatever reason, Mondays just hate us. It's something you can't deny. It is what it is. We talk about betting on stats and trends here on the show. Hell, if you want to bet on a stat and a trend, you should fade me on Monday. Wouldn't have worked for you yesterday, but for whatever reason, Mondays hate us. So it felt good to go 2-0 yesterday and start off our week positive. We talked about having a good week. That's the right footing we want to do. So 2-0 and plus 1.82 units. All right, let's go now have ourselves a good Tuesday. Remind you guys, because it is Tuesday, the Hockey Squirrel will be making his Tuesday appearance here on the Winning Bets channel. He'll give us some amount of bets. I looked at the hockey slate. It looks like I think I saw 7, 8, 9 games. Doesn't mean he'll have 7, 8, 9 bets, but we know if he has 4 or more, we can generally get 2 out of him. So we'll just wait, come back early this afternoon. We'll see what the Hockey Squirrel's got cooked up. He's doing really good. He's either 9-3 or 10-3 overall. I'd have to check my notes. I'll check it before our show with the Hockey Squirrel, but he's either 9-3 or 10-3 overall. Just doing really good. Went 1-1 last week. So let's see what the Hockey Squirrel comes back. We'll obviously have that. We'll add it with our NBA bets. I've got 4 full game over-unders to get you. Before we get to that, let's talk about some NBA first quarters. There's one here in the Magic Blazers game. It's under 54.5 points. I think you'd be well within your reason to go ahead and take that. I'm going to go ahead and pass because I've got the bet on a full game over-under for this game. And I don't want to double dip in the same game, but I did want to let you guys know this is a good betting opportunity, taking under 54.5 points scored in that first quarter. These teams are cashing the over 29, 27, and averaging 55 and 53 points on the season. And in the last 10, they're cashing the under 12 and 8 and averaging 52, 53. So if you want to go ahead and take under 54.5, go ahead and do that. The other one I wanted to bet, but stayed off of, was Wolves Kings over 59.5. I was hoping it came in at 58.5. 59.5 is a little too much for my blood. These teams are cashing the over on the season 33, 22, and 1 and averaging 60 and 57 points. And in the last 10, they're cashing the over 8 and 12 and averaging 57 and 60 points again. So I wanted 58.5. It came in at 59.5. That's a stay away for me. Other than that, those are the only two good NBA betting first quarter spots on tonight's slate. Let's talk about those 4 full game over-unders that I went ahead and mentioned. Let's just start with the 2 overs first, and then we'll get to the 2 unders. So the 2 overs we want to go ahead and do, we want to do Hawks Pacers over 226.5 points. I've got this game that scored at 230, so give ourselves a little bit of cushion there. So do Pacers Hawks over 226.5. Let's go ahead and do over 213.5 points in that Pistons versus Mavericks game. I've got this one scored at 219, so we'll go over 213.5 in Pistons versus Mavericks. Now let's go ahead and do our 2 under bets. Let's go do under 229 points for that Rockets versus Pelicans game. This one ought to sound very, very familiar. We did this bet, I think it was last Friday night or maybe last Thursday night. We did under 230. We got to cash the game finish at 227. Today we're doing under 229 and Rockets versus Pelicans. I've got this game scored at 218, so should come in this one fairly easy, fairly under. We got a cash last week. Let's see if we can get another one in the same game. Then the last under we want to go ahead and do is that Magic versus Blazers game I talked about earlier. Let's go ahead and do under 225 points at Magic versus Blazers. I've got this game scored at 217. So let's go ahead and run through these four. Let's do over 226.5 points at Pacers versus Hawks. Over 213.5 points in Pistons versus Mavericks, under 229 points in Rockets versus Pelicans, and under 225 points in Magic versus Blazers. I wanted to potentially add to that one player prop, D'Angelo Russell. He's playing up against the Kings today. Kings are just really bad on defense. All their games are high scoring. There's the reason why that first quarter there is at 59.5. I've got the game scored at 234 points. D'Angelo Russell should have himself a nice day, and a player that we're familiar with and we've gotten a couple cashes with so far in the season. So we'll look to, actually we've got two good cashes and one fade. So two tails and a fade. Let's see if we can't get our fourth cash with D'Angelo Russell on his points, rebounds, and assists. Let's wait and see what that number comes in at. He is questionable in the game with a shin injury, so that's why I can't give you that bet. So let's just monitor his playing status. If we get a line on him, we'll look to jump on D'Angelo Russell over. Let me remind you guys, we do have some soccer plays that are in action for today that I went ahead and gave you yesterday. Let's recap those. We're doing Manchester United Burnley under 2.5 goals at even money, and we're doing Manchester United on that clean sheet at plus 126. Two other games going on today in the Premier League. We've got Newcastle versus Everton. It's a lineup checker. Nothing really stood out for me in terms of how I thought the game was going to go based on how the odds are. So let's just go ahead and check out lineups and see if maybe that changes our opinion. The other game going on is West Ham versus Watford. I just couldn't make the odds work. I mean, I am pro West Ham in this game. I mean, Watford is on a terrible slide. Fired now 2 managers already this season. Just looking like an absolute dumpster fire here coming down the stretch, which is obviously not good for them as they battle relegation matters. So it's definitely a pro West Ham, but team total couldn't work. Scoring both halves, money line, halftime, full time, all the juice was just way crazy. Let's see if maybe once lineups come out, maybe we'll take a chance on some anytime goal scorers. So just check for me a little bit later on Twitter for both the Newcastle Everton and West Ham versus Watford game. But either not, we've still got 2 soccer bets for this afternoon, so we got some good bets that we already going to go ahead and cash in. Otherwise, guys, that's how we're going to do it. So come back later on this afternoon for the Hockey Squirrel. We got these 4 NBA plays, 2 soccer plays. I'm excited to have another good day. Let's keep stacking those wins. Have yourself a great Tuesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today, and check out my other great videos in these corners.